So, who is Fred Weathers? How did you grow up, and how did you make the transition to the arts?
Man, I think I was always supposed to belong in the arts. I just didn't know it. I've always been a goofball, man. My mother is the 11th child, the youngest of 11.
Wow.
She has 10 siblings, and within those siblings, we have a lot of family, and we have a lot of characters.
I can imagine.
However, me being the middle child, my brother was too old and he was always gone. I had a sister, I wouldn't hang out with her, and my brother was too young, so I had to entertain myself. You know, so that's where the comedian comes from, the goofball and everything. But I listened to music too. I didn't have a group, so I had to try to do music myself, start making beats myself. I was that goofy kid that my father loved karate, kung fu. Man, I was in the yard with broomsticks with duct tape on the strings on them, doing karate. And it's like anything I like, anything I get into, I get that Haitian blood from my mother. So it's like I'm a fan first and foremost. And the more I like something, the more I get more intrigued, and the more I want to learn about it, all the outs and ins, because I feel like the more of if you know the whole picture better, then you can do anything in that picture. You know, you can rearrange yourself how you want to rearrange yourself. So when it comes to comedy, man, I go into detail with everything, into where is it an angry comedian, or is it a goofy comedian, or is it a comedian that complains? What kind of styles? Like, I really go into depth with it in my soul, so I know where I stand on that spectrum. You know, and that's with everything else I do with the acting. Even when it comes down to coaching, it's just watching different coaches and seeing what's really important, because I'm a little league coach, what's really important in these children's lives and stuff, and I try to talk to them on their level. And I've seen great coaches do that and get a lot of a good turnout, you know, and really touch a child's. So, you know, a child's life and fix things. So everything I do, I just try to look deep into it and find the real main reason why I'm doing it and what I can bring to it from my perspective.
So you talked about earlier, off camera, a coach telling you that if you don't learn to laugh, you're gonna cry about everything.
Yeah.
Talk about why comedy and art is important to life and just getting through.
It's the reliever. I mean, if you really think about life, without laughter, comedy, and all the arts, it's waking up, going to work, getting a check to provide for your family, talking to your family, going to sleep. And if you don't have that laughter and that enjoyment and the arts in that, I think people will get tired of that very quickly and get depressed, and you'll have a depressed state. With the way the world's going right now, that's the ups in our lives. That's what gives us the hope of everything is not all bad. Civilization is not all bad. Humanity is not all bad. I have hope. Everybody needs that hope. You know, that fuel to keep going.
Yeah. And I feel like that's our contribution to society as artists, is to be able to give people that escape.
Black Dance in America derived from my own personal life, African American culture, background, what I am called to do, and that is to create, direct, and teach the performing art of dance. The dance came from the people and should always be delivered back to the people. Alvin Ailey. Dance is life. Life is dance.
But I've worked with a lot of people on plays. The plays started, of course, you know, I was doing film. And film, you get to take cuts. It's like, okay, next scene, next scene, and another take. So even if you mess up, you can get back on film and you can fix it. And like I said, I like to go in depth what I do. So for me to feel like I need to get better, I was like, maybe if I do plays, I'll get better, because that'll make me, I have to remember my script. You can't mess up on stage.
Right.
So you have to remember your script, and you have to stay in the character no matter what happens. So it just disciplined me to get more into the character. It helped me embody the character more, because it's like, it's more pressure. It's like that pressure pushes you. Yeah. But either pressure gonna bust pipes, or it's gonna push it through. So it pushed me through, and it's just oh man, it's beautiful. It's the audience, we love y'all. Every time y'all come to a play, it's just a amount of energy that y'all bounce back and forth with the actors and the audience, and it's positive energy, and everybody walks out feeling good. So, but saying that, like you said, when I first got started. So when I first got started, somebody posted something on Facebook. Actually, it was Dave. Man, my buddy Dave. He posted something on Facebook, and he was like, man, you should really try. And I was like, man, I've been wanting to do theater because I feel like it'll get better. So my first thing was Color Girls. Oh no, I'll take that back. It was Waiting to Exhale. Mm-hmm. It was Waiting to Exhale. Mm-hmm. And I was the guy that Whitney Houston was with. That the first guy, he was like 5-minute dude, and he got up, he was brushing his teeth and everything. So I had fun with that role, because I could be a goofball with that role, because it's supposed to be fun.
And Davis, he's always working, ain't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's always working.
Yeah.
And after that, it's just people start saying, well, you want to go? And I finally had my lead role in Miscommunication. That's Andrea's film. And it was a serious role too. But it was more of I'm a frustrated husband type of role, and we're having marital problems, but it was a serious role. I had a crying scene in there, I had a kissing scene. First crying scene, first kissing scene. Had to look at the wife and be like, look, you kissing. There's gonna be a problem. Look, I don't wanna have any problems with you, but it's just one kiss, it ain't gonna be all that. But I could kind of see how the famous actors is like, man, we got to do this. So, but it was great. I loved it because it challenged me, it pushed me to do something I never did before, and that was cry. And it taught me how to embody character even more. And that's what it is. It's about making that connection from that character in you, and putting your emotions into that character and channel it how that character will properly channel it.
So you get in the film first, then you get on the stage. It sharpens you.
Yeah.
It sharpens your craft. It made you more disciplined. Let's talk about the movies. What films have you done before Dreidel?
Before Dreidel, the films or commercials and all, because the first time I ever got a role was a commercial. A commercial. It was a Pepsi Max commercial, and I didn't even have locks, and I had gold teeth.
We are gathered here today.
It's a beautiful sunny afternoon.
Mike, do you take Jasmine to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Yes, I do.
And Jasmine, do you take Mike to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
You may now kiss the bride.
Mike!
Don't worry, baby. It's 0 calories.
Pepsi Max. 0 calories, maximum Pepsi taste.
So that'll tell you how long ago that was. So, But my first film I want to say was Blood in the Woods. I can talk about that film, right? It was about a young. It was a controversial film about the children that's being abducted in the world today, and just trying to bring out the awareness and the things that's going on in society with our young ones and people taking them and things getting blown out of proportion, and it has so much in it. So it's a short film, but it has so many messages in it. But that was the first film. The girl get taken away. Guys looking for the female. It was just a miscommunication. Somebody got too angry. It wasn't even supposed to lead that far. Just pretty much how one thing can lead to another thing if you're not being cautious of what you're doing and having your inner strength to keep yourself calm and seeing what's going on in this world.
Exactly.
You know, treat the people how you would want to be treated. You know?
Exactly. And so I cast you in another film after Blood in the Woods called Raj,
Yes.
where you got to play an immigrant.
I was an African mom. Yes, I was with my buddy Raj, and we were cooks at a restaurant. But Raj, he had a girlfriend. No, she did not like him. She was with him because he needed a green card and she wanted the money. So
She was a mess.
Yes, she was a mess. Raj was a treat. Got to meet some great people. We actually flew an actor out of town here to play the head role, right?
Flew from New York,
Yeah, cool cat. But Raj, hey, this guy here, when he wants to make something like perfection, that's what you want to get around, somebody that wants perfection. This guy here is a perfectionist. How long we take to, it was more than how many days was it?
Oh, that went over weeks.
Yeah, because we had to film shots driving the car. I know it was one cold night.
Yeah.
It was cold. I forget what month it was, but it was cold. And we had to keep on taking takes of the car riding down at night. And then sometimes we was out the car, sometimes we was in the car. I was out the car too long. I started looking at Ira. I was like, look, man, this is cool film, but this is cold out here. I don't like this cold. I'm tropical. I am a tropical character right now, so I don't need to be here. But it was a treat. I love that concept. I believe the message that you was trying to get through is, if it's not love, it's not going to be right. If I wanted to put it in the simplest words, if it's not love, it's not going to be right. When it comes to the arts and everything that we do, that's one thing I want to push very hard to let people know. Just because you're not all the way how you want to be when you first start doesn't mean you can't get there. It takes work. Sometimes people aren't all the way talented, but hard work beats talent, and talent don't put in hard work. So, you know, you always push for what you want, and you can get there if you really want it, you know, because I started out, I wasn't,
Leaps and bounds, but you always have the talent. It starts with having the raw talent, and then over time, you know, you become sharp in it. And I think your role in Dreidel is a great moment at this time to show your progression and to show, you know, where you've arrived as an actor. Thank you, man, for doing the Focus series.
I appreciate you having me, like I say, all the time.
Indeed.
Call me, I'm coming.
I can always call you. Because you're going to deliver.
I'm about to try my best, man. Yeah, appreciate it.
Hey, this is Fred Weathers.